Hey, good morning, everyone. How are we doing out there today? Happy Monday, January 12th, 2012. Absolutely glad that everybody's here. Hey, Gold, Emmett, how you doing? Turn that off. There we go. All right. Sonny, Tommy, Roger, Sharon, how's everybody? Hey, Lynn, how's it going? Let me click on a couple buttons here. Okay. There we go. I think everybody can hear, everybody can see, right? We're all good. Mike, sort of in my face, but not obtrusive. Okay. Hey, Coach, good morning. Wow. Man, I'll tell you, you wake up in the morning and you check your positions or you check the TV, whatever you check, whatever you do to check the market. You do other things, I'm sure. Hey, good morning, Julie. You do other things too, but when it comes to the market, you check everything and you think, holy crap, what happened here? So we're down a little bit. I've got a note here, a couple of notes that I wrote to myself. There's only two things that I really fear in this market right now, and that's one, that the Mag 7 right here actually start to fail, because while I am very bullish on this market, I do have concerns that the market can't push higher without the Mag 7. I don't know that. See what I'm, oh, doggone it. Here, another thing I'm concerned with is I don't have my tools up. Let me try to do that real quick, please. Sorry. You'd think if I ever get one day here where I'm locked and loaded in here and get everything running at the right time, it's going to be a miracle. Let's see. Maybe this is it. Yeah. No, that's not it. Bear with me, please, 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 please. Come on. Really? When you want to go fast, you can't go fast, can you? Go slow. Slow is steady. It's like that in trading. Slow is steady. See, now I don't know what it's. Oh, here we come. Here we come. Now I know where I'm at. All right. Ready? Okay. Here we go. I think we're cool now, huh? Yeah, look at that. I think we're cool. All right. Okay. As I was saying, there's only two things that really concern me in this market, and one is the Mag 7. While I think the market is very, very bullish, I don't think the broader market can compete with the Mag 7. So if the Mag 7 doesn't break down, I think we're okay. If the biggies don't break down, I think we're okay. But if they start to break down here, then I think we have a problem, because, like I said, I don't feel that the broader market can hold us up. Now, if the Mag 7 turns around and helps us out, okay, hey, that's fantastic. So I would keep our eyes on this. The other thing that concerns me, and there's not a doggone thing you can do about it. So this, you can do something about it. You can short the market. You can sit on your hands. You can be on cash. You can go golfing. Go fishing. There's a lot of things you can do. But here's the one thing you can't do anything about, and that's the geopolitical. The word I want to choose after that, I'm just going to say geopolitical. Okay, I'll just do that. That concerns me, and there's nothing you can do about it. So the way I'm going to trade that, and if we look at today with, you've got the Powell thing, you've got the Iran thing, you've got all kinds of things, right? I mean, good grief almighty. If this was, I'm sorry, I don't mean to pick on girls, okay? I really don't. But I know friends that have had nothing but girls, 3, 4, 5 of them in their house. And I've got some friends that have called me up and said, Rick, can we please just go have a beer or something? Sure. And the drama is out of this world, So it's just crazy. And that's what we have now. Anyway, so How am I going to handle today? Well, one, I'm going to stay calm. That's number one. Stay calm, and take a good look at your portfolio. Um, and if there's something going south, you have to make a decision on it whether you're going to get out of it. My 2026, if I had which I guess I do, have something I'm going to change about my trading, and that is I've got a knife somewhere. I'll put it on my desk, and I like fishing. And if you catch too big of a fish and you think it's going to break your rod, hey, look, it's not worth it. Don't let it break your rod. Get a bigger rod and go back after the fish. Just cut that line, cut bait, let it go, let it go. Believe me when I say, when is $100 loss good? When you finally take the $1,000 loss. Okay. Believe me, that $100 loss will be the best loss you ever. That might be your best trade today. So you can always get back in it. But like I say, my 2026 trading resolution is going to be no more big losses, because that hurt me in November and December a little bit, and it was just because I stupid reasons. But anyway, sorry, digress. Overall, I am still bullish. I don't think there's a whole lot to be concerned with other than a bit of a choppy market going on. Let's do this. There we go. I mean, if you look at it, the way I draw a trend is like this. If you want to put price trend on there, you can do that. But that's my trading trend. This is, price action trend here. So I suspect we're probably gonna, come down a little bit more and do a little testing, maybe even drop down a little bit lower. But overall, that's still going to be, for the most part, a bullish chart. And then we'll watch for the turnaround. I still think we go to 700. So anyway, keep that in mind. I think a positive thing that we have coming up, we have things like earnings, JP. Well, here, there's no reason for me to do that. We don't have time for all that. There you go. Here's some earnings. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citi, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, PNC, Delta. They're all earning, and there's more. There's more out there on earnings coming this week. So I happen to think that's a good thing. Well, here's a list of them right here. The banks, there's some banks: Morgan Stanley, BlackRock, JB Hunt, PNC, State Street, MT, Regions Bank. So there's quite a bit coming up. Let's move that out of the way. There we go. Let's move that out of the way. Put that down here. And I had something else up here. Oh, yeah. As far as things going on, not much today. We're going to have our hands full today. Just the chop that's going to happen because of the political stuff, and maybe the Mag 7 not doing so great up here. So, but on Tuesday, we've got some CPI, some home sales. Wednesday, we've got PPI, retail sales. We've got business inventories, petroleum status report. Looks like Thursday, we've got some jobless claims, retail sales, industrial production, everything in red. That's the important stuff. That's the stuff that matters, and everything else doesn't matter. So anyway, that's where we kind of stand there. If we take a look at the diamonds, they're down a little bit, but they're not down horrible. And here's something I like too. This could be a good setup, to tell you the truth. Um, Charts that move up and they kind of crunch like this, they crunch down. This is like a 3/8 trap. It's a flag. It's a pullback. You can call it. You can make up any name you want for it. PBO, pullback opportunity, pullback box. This is a beautiful chart right now. It may not be viable today. It may, we may come down a little bit more, but overall, that's a really nice chart. Take a look at IWM. IWM is doing fantastic. We're up. We've been at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So a day down. Don't go mad at IWM. Let's not kick sand on it. Don't kick sand on anything. This is normal. It is, and it's life. It's the way it is. So I think one of the keys today is just stay calm. I think it's going to be a little bit choppy. but calm. Just stay calm. Don't, maybe no buying. If you find yourself nervous, if you find yourself little anxiety, if you find yourself just you don't know what to do, manage your positions, take off some profits if you can, get rid of those losses. Don't let losses get big, and don't buy anything. And that helps to calm down a little bit. Spray some aroma in the room, calming aroma. Do something like that. I'm not joking. I do that. I do. It's over there by my light right there. So what do we have? IWM. Let's look at transports. IYT transports. That's a gorgeous bullish chart. Like I say, a little bit of chop today, but man, we're bullish. What am I? SMH. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chart. SMH. RSP. That's still doing pretty good there. Yeah, that's still doing great. Okay. What time is it? We better start looking at some charts here. I'm going to, if anyone has anything, let me know. Otherwise, I certainly have a list I could cover for the next 9 hours, probably. But let's do that, okay? And I'm not going to cherry pick these. I'm going to take these from my flag symbols. I guess in some ways they're cherry picked. These are stocks that the hit and run candlestick room throws out during a trading day. And if I like them, I put them on here. And if I find stocks that I like, I put them on here. And that's what I do with them. So I guess in a way they're cherry picked, but not cherry picked for today. Okay. Hey, Sharon, good morning. Disney. Yeah, look at Disney is bullish every which way from Sunday. Very, very bullish. Let's look at this. Let's look at the weekly chart. Look at that weekly chart. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So Disney, I'm going to go from this top right here, and I'm going to go down to that bottom. I'm going to make sure that I'm kind of happy with that. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Yeah, I am. Just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty close. All right, now let's go back to the daily. So as I look at this, I see my targets up here. Now remember, Disney could absolutely come back to that 200 area. I mean, absolutely come back to that. So this is what I would call Disney, especially when I would call one of these champion companies, where, I mean, as far as investment goes, Disney would be good. Trading goes, Disney is good. I feel you can count on Disney, but now don't blindly walk into it. Make sure you follow the trend and everything. Okay. So, but right now I think this is gorgeous, and I would put, right here's the 50% retracement up here at what, about 37. And then we've got another target right in here. And then I'm going to put another target right here, which would be down a little bit more, about right here, right? There we go, to match up with this high right over here. So there's targets on Disney right now, target 1, target 2, target 3. Do we need to put a target 4 in there? That's a pretty wide spot. Let's look at a 3-day chart. Yeah, maybe. No, it's 1 in there, right? Let's put a line in that. Can't hardly see it. There we go. We'll do that. Yeah, we better put 1 right there, hadn't we? So let's just do this. Right there. Yeah, we can get rid of that now. There you go. Cleans it up a little bit. So I think that's some really nice targets. We'll worry about upside targets after we accomplish that. But look how that thing has rallied up, pulled back. See that tight box? Nice little PBO box right there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I think Disney's a winner. Thank you. Sorry to spend so much time on that. Let's see. Disney. Yeah, Walmart, man. Look at Walmart. Unfortunately, it's pulling back off its highs. This is one I'm long in, but maybe it gets back up to these highs. There's target 1. It hit target 2 pre-market, hit target 3 pre-market up here. Maybe it gets back up on its run here and does very well. Hey, look, silver. Look at silver. I don't know who held their silver. I'm very, very happy with the fact I held mine over the weekend. And man, that's rocking. And there's a lot of these precious metals that's popping up, looking really, really good right now. So yeah, that looks good. All right, let's see here. APA. Let's take a look at APA. APA. Nice chart. You know, price action sometimes can be finicky, can make you concerned and worried. And, you look at it and, you see things, is that a head and shoulders, things like that. Um, yeah, it is. But I also see where overall we're leaning to the upside with a slight sideways move right in here. And then look at the price action right now. Big move going on a couple days ago. And I would look at this as being a buy over about 25.70. Of course, you can buy it here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with buying in here, but you'll be happy when it moves out. You'll be sad if it moves down, and that would be a good place for your stop right there. So, yeah. Nugget. Take a look at some Nugget. All right. Yeah, look at Nugget go. Wow. One of your contacts, Roger. Oh, way to go, Roger. Yay, Roger. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. All right. Hey, let me peek at a few here. Let's do this. Take a look at this AREC. Look how this thing has rallied up. And look at that nice flag right in there, nice box. So this is what I would call PBO box, rally up, pullback opportunity in a box. That's looking really good right there. Take a look at NB. And this is just coming from, a simple scan. Off the dotted deuce right here over the 50 period moving average. Nice little rally. And then we have our pullback right here, right? We're close to where I would like to buy. That's along with my 2026 resolution of no longer big losses, no more. Well, one of the keys to that is buying near where you would say support is, or where you feel comfortable putting a stop. And the way I use my moving averages, I would like to buy closer, say to the trend indicator, to the T line, to the 50 period moving average, things like that. And this falls right in that category. So I feel like that's a good buy, a great risk reward, because my risk, is relatively low. I can see my risk clearly. I'm a visual guy. I'm a very visual guy. So I can see that right there. And the upside target is easy. I mean, if we just, I think everybody, whether you like to do this or not, you probably do something to give yourself some upside targets. I think that's really good right there. So an upside target on this would be $8.59 range, and then $8 range, and then this is going to be a target right there around $7. So NB, that's a nice chart. NOV, look at that one. See that pop and see that consolidation right there? Pop, we rally up. There's your pullback. There's your box setup. You're tight. You're close to the T line right in there. That would be a great stop area. Even down here at those lows, 1670 would be a stop area. Oh, by the way, if you, I posted a couple of videos this weekend with more charts that that look good, and please check those out on YouTube. And while you're on YouTube, just give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. If there's a comment there, I'll answer it on the following morning like this right here. So you can certainly do that. I'm going to look at one more here, and then I've got a few more that were just sent to me that I'm going to take a look at. LAC. I think LAC might be setting up. LAC. Look where we are. Target 1, target 2, target 3. See that rally up. Morningstar off the dotted deuce here. Definitely worth the watch list, okay? All right, let me take a look at a few of these that have been sent to me. HW, KN. Take a look at that. Nice chart. Look at that breakout right here. Boom. breakout, right? So, what makes a breakout so good is it indicates that the bulls are interested, and there's a lot of bulls interested, or at least enough bulls that gaps it up. And what they're doing, um, sorry, my mouse got caught on something. What they're doing is they believe that this stock goes higher. Now, I mean, how high? Who knows? You don't know that, and we don't care. We're swing traders. So what we're looking for is charts that give us the clues that stocks move higher. So if this is the case, here's a nice clue that this just might move higher a little bit up here, right, for a swing. And then what about a stop? Well, right there would be a good stop, wouldn't it? That's the new floor. For instance, where's the floor price action wise? Where's the floor? Right here, right? Where's the floor? See, there's the floor price action wise over here. So if we gap up, well, that's the new floor. So below that, we would get back into this area, which means these bulls aren't really there. Maybe they faked this out. Maybe they chickened out. Who knows? Maybe their mommy called them home. It was time to come wash your hands and have dinner. I don't know. But what we have is the price action to give us that clue. So if that's a clue, now we can look to trade this. Couple ways to trade it maybe is wait for the next day and get it inside day. That's a possible way. Another possible way is buy it. I mean, you know where your stop is. Very visual, very clear. Another one is AME. Take a look at this. AME here. That's setting up nice. Look at that trend. Beautiful pullback, bullish pullback in my opinion. This would be a PBO. So we rally up. We have a PBO. We have a flag in here. Very, very nice chart. Yeah, very nice. All right, let's take a look at BKR. Look how BKR is consolidating right here. Watch for that breakout. Take a look at that weekly, and we're making some all-time new highs. Man, you can't beat that with a stick. That's fantastic, okay? Fantastic. Take a look at GD. GD is setting up. Again, you look at these candlesticks, and they may concern you. They may worry you, but you want to look at the overall pattern. One of the best things I've learned to clean things up is to go longer term. Don't go intraday. I really dislike intraday overall. Go longer. So this is daily. Let's look at a 2-day chart. Look how it cleaned that up. Look at the 3-day chart. Look how it cleaned that up. It's the same chart, but you get that jumpiness with price. Price on drugs. Help it out. Give it a longer term. Now you see what this chart is looking like, rather than this drama right through here. So GD, man, that's a hot stock. Thank you very much, Daryl or Mike. Appreciate it. Daryl's looking at AIQ. By the way, Daryl there, he shared AIQ. That was one I thanked him for posting that. He posted over in our Discord account and also on our Facebook account. Thank you, Daryl. Appreciate that. But this is one that I did a video on, and I think that's a marvelous looking chart. Look at that. Just look at the price moving up. Beautiful here. And, we're on top of the trend indicator. We've got a low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Excellent, excellent, excellent chart. Take the weekly here. Weekly looks good. So you can see we need to get over that 53.86. Let's go back here. Yeah, that's a beautiful chart. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Let's see, John, how would you set targets on BKR? Sure. So BKR, let's look at the weekly. See, we're breaking out all-time new highs, right? So it's blue sky. It's sky hooks. That's what we're going to count on, is sky hooks, right? All right, let me go to a weekly chart again. Yeah, I see what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come over here and grab this tool, Fibonacci projection line, and I'm going to take this low back here, and I'm going to go to this high. I may adjust this once I get it up there. Then I'm going to go to this low right here, and I think I am. I'm going to go right here. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go. So we pulled up, we pushed down, and then we came up, And then this is the candle that really got us going. And it, so that's why I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to use the highs. Okay. That's what I've got here. And then I'm going to pull this tail right here down to this lowest low. And the 50% mark, this line right here, is always a target, a line, something that's very, very important to me. So I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to duplicate it. And there's a target. Duplicate that. And then there is a target area. Just right up like that. And John, that's exactly how I would do it. The entry area would be right in here, right? Or a breakout. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop area. If that dot turns red, I'm out of there. But you could have a problem with that. I'm going to move this up just for a minute. This is not a big problem, but let's say it is. That's a 5% stop, a little over 5%. Well, maybe that's too much for you. What I like to do is go to the 3-bar chart, and I'm going to put a line up here. And there is my trend indicator. And I usually, try to incorporate the first and the second. Probably put more weight on the second. Gives me a little bit more freeboard maybe. Now we're going to go back to the daily chart because that's where I'm going to trade from. Well, there's my stop, just like that. It's all about that trend indicator for me. And right now, a buy here would be a little too rich for me. Now, the other place I could put a stop is the T line right there. So now, with a buy here, you're looking at 1.73%. I think I like that better, to tell you the truth. Okay. So that's how I would set that up. Let's take a look at pins. If I remember right, pins was looking pretty good. See how we're up and nice tight consolidation here? That's really nice. Let me see if I can. Most of these I've looked at, I just realized we're below the cloud. Let's see if I can fix that and find some above the cloud. There you go. And I'll just go to my cloud chart and we can look at that, right? There you go. So here's UEC. Am I in this one? I thought I was. Yep. Yeah, I'm in UEC, and that seems to be working out pretty good. Whoops. Whoa. What are you doing? I just did something wrong. There we go. Back over here. There we go. Rig might be trying to set up here. There we go. Here's HP. Look at HP. See how we're up? Really nice pullback in that 3/8 trap area. Nice bullish pullback. And again, we're above the cloud. There's CAT. CAT's looking really good. I'm going to just pop through these real fast. Look at JetBlue. This is one I did a video on. This is on YouTube if you want to take a look at it. Intel's headed to 50.90 up here. Nice inside day. That's something else. Today is just about turbulence in the air. That's what today's going to be about. Overall, I do feel we're still bullish. Well, the turbulence in the air, what that may do is create some really great inside days on some really nice charts that you wish you had bought Thursday or Friday. So let's keep an eye on those inside days. They could be absolutely fantastic. Okay. Hey, Nancy. Yeah, you're looking to get long on Intel. Same here. I like that chart. There's the weekly chart. Yeah, I think Intel. I mean, Intel to me, I've been around a while, and Intel's been around a while, and if you go back to old school, Intel has been a big leader, and I believe they can get there. So I'm with you, Nancy. Yeah. Hey, Sonny, I sure can. CHRW. Nice chart. Here, let's go back to this chart over here. There we go. See, there's an inside day for you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So Friday, if you're looking at this and you draw a line like this right here. Oh, hey, look, we broke out. Dang, I should buy it, but you don't. I should buy it. Well, now by the end of the day, it's like, man, now it's too high. It's Friday. You find every reason not to do it. Well, if you loved it Friday, today is opportunity. That's what I call PBO. That's opportunity right there. An inside day, you get to get it cheaper. You get all day maybe to look at it, where maybe you didn't get all day to consider it on Friday. So I think that's a great looking chart. Here's the weekly, and we're making those all-time new highs. So blue sky and sky hooks up there on that one. So way to go. And you know, when you get charts that's in this price range, you know, 170s, higher price range, you know, targets can be like targets are sky hooks, folks. I got to tell you, it's like a current push. All right, targets are where price you follow price. That 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 is what you want to follow. And you know, there's a lot of ways to put targets up there. Put it in $5 increments. That's targets. Put it in $10 increments. That's targets. Follow price. Very important. All right. Let's see. Hey, Daryl. VIFISSSV. There we go. Whoa, look at that one. Coming off the bottom. Let's see. I've already got that one marked up, don't I? Is it with the right one? Yeah. Let's get rid of this right here. There you go. Yeah, look at that chart. Man, up here to the 50% retracement is 35%. Holy cow. That's a beautiful. We should really keep an eye on that one. Thank you, Daryl. Hey, Nancy, RDW. Thanks for posting, you guys. RDW, we're still headed to the target up here. A little bit of a pullback right now, but hey, we're still headed to a 12.5. And then you've got that 61.8 up here at 1440. So, yeah, that continues to be a big winner for you. Thanks for sharing. That is a beaut. Yeah. Nick is asking, why is an inside day good? Let's see. I don't know if I can find it. Oh, what is this? Inside? Oh, nothing there. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can find real quick. Maybe. Here's VCIG. So you see, we have this firing off. Let me open this up just a little bit. You see how you have this big candle firing off? That's what we want to look for. You know, we want to look for those setups like the PBOs, the 3/8 traps, things like that. We also want to look for these charts that fire off like this. Look at that volume, we fire off. So now you get a chance to buy it at a better price. If you liked it Friday but didn't buy it, you should be in love with it today. Okay, let's look at another one. We're not going to look at that one because I wish that was a better day. That's what I'm looking for. No. Stim, perhaps. Stim might be one. Reasonably good candle overall. We held up, and then here's an inside day. Still not one I'm really, really looking for. Oh, there you go. Look at O'Reilly. That's what I'm looking for. See how O'Reilly came up, and it's like, oh man, I should have bought that, right? Well, there you go, right there. Here's your chance. A nice inside day. Inside day is one of my favorite ways to buy because you're buying it on a discount. Look at Oracle. You get to buy that on a discount. See, if you would have bought at the end of the day Friday, you would have paid up here, maybe even up here for it. But now you get it on a discount. Take a look at, what is it, GEN here, discount. Whoops, am I going the right way? You know, I am. A DLR, discount. Oh, hey, this is one I wanted to mention. I saw this morning. We probably should take a look at Crone. I mean, it's actually a very, very nice chart here. All right, I need to get going. It's about that time. Okay, let's look at three more. We're gonna look at CL. CL, that's a rounded bottom breakout. I'll bet you $1 we get up here to 84.80. So looking good there. MU's a rocket ship, man. Look at that nice consolidation 3/8 trap. That's MU's it's a doer. Nike is looking pretty good. Let's draw a line on this and we'll see. That's pretty close. Yeah, I'd be a little happy, you know, if it would break out right here, and then you got something. Look at the weekly chart. I mean, there's lots of room for Nike to get going. So yeah, let's keep an eye on that one. All right. Hey, I want to thank everybody for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for the stock picks. Remember, we'll be here tomorrow at 8:30, Charts and Targets with myself and Hit and Run Candlesticks. Everyone have a great day. Members, See you in the room in about 25 minutes. Okay. Guys, take care.